joined by Herald and Weekend Post editor Rochelle de Kock. Welcome, Rochelle.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Today we're discussing one of the stories we published in the Herald. It was in Tuesday's Herald, and we published a story about ANC councillors that are living in fear. It came after two of their members, Mazwimini and Zolandile Boyi, were attacked. Boyi was gunned down in KwaZakele on Sunday night. You've been a journalist for many years. You've covered conferences, they've come and gone, leaders have come and gone in the ANC, in the Bay and in the province. Have you ever seen anything of this kind happen in Nelson Mandela Bay?
Look, in Nelson Mandela Bay, we have had incidents, and I think quite a number of years ago, where there was a councillor, Mkavu. He was a Human Settlements Mayoral Committee member who was actually shot and killed. And at the time, there was a suggestion that Mkavu was busy uncovering corruption in the Human Settlements Department. And there were incidents where we've had, councillors that were attacked, as well as ANC branch leaders. But I don't think we've had a situation leading up to a provincial conference here in Nelson Mandela Bay, not in recent years. And what happened, I think, at the weekend, particularly with Mazwimini, that was first, attacked and shot at while he's sitting and watching TV in his home, that came as a big surprise, I suppose, because we do know that there's branch meetings that are taking place around the city in the lead up to the ANC's elective conference in East London next month. And, the interesting thing about that, and I think what got everybody's attention, is the fact that he says just, the week before, he was threatened and told that he's basically standing in the way of a specific outcome that some people were wanting at the branch meetings, and because he supports a different grouping to emerge or leadership to emerge at the ANC's provincial conference, that he was therefore threatened. And fast forward a week later, he's shot at in his home. I mean, there's no doubt that it's got to be linked. Someone who doesn't just sit at home and you have someone shooting through your window and then running away. It was a targeted hit. I think that we can all agree to. What is different, though, is with Councillor Boyi, who was shot and killed while driving. That I found very interesting. Perhaps the timing of it is perhaps what made everybody, concerned. But it's also the fact that his vehicle wasn't taken. It sounds like a hit. The police are obviously going to be investigating. And so it's no doubt that ANC councillors are now living in fear. I mean, if you've got thugs that are coming with guns to meetings and that are threatening if you don't have a specific position, it's no surprise that they are concerned, because who's going to want to come up and have a strong conviction if these matters of politics become matters of life and death?
Look, this is politics, and it's something that's happening in the ANC, and one could say, but it doesn't affect everyone else. But the reality is that these people are essentially our lawmakers. Why must the ordinary citizen be concerned about this and worried?
It's exactly that. The people at these branch meetings, they're members of councils. Many of them are councillors. These are the people that then go on to the provincial conferences, like the ANC Provincial Elective Conference there, where they will be electing who's the mayor person that's likely to be our next premier. These are people that are custodians of, our province, and these are ultimately the lawmakers, as you say. These are the people that will be tasked with having to, grow our economy, create jobs, and all kinds of things. So we should all actually be worried if we're going to be taken over, or if these things are hijacked by so-called gangsters. That should worry us all, because what does it tell you about, what kind of leadership would then emerge, at the elective conferences? That should concern us.
Rochelle, thank you so much for your time and that valuable insight. Thank you for joining us today. You can join us next week for the Editor's Wrap.